Good morning. I think it's morning. Yes, it's morning. I have several things that I'm going to be working on today. That is making more of, good morning. There are several things I'm going to be working on today. Making more of the scar butter, making more of the Haitian scalp butter, and making more of my anti-aging serum. Good morning, guys. So I realized for the past 2 weeks that my face has been really dull, because usually my skin is popping and looking very, my face is usually popping and looking very radiating, and I noticed the last 2 weeks it hasn't. So when I was talking to my daughter this morning, I'm trying to figure out why my skin is not popping like it usually does. And she even mentioned, she was like, yeah, Mom, your face has been dull. Good morning. She even said, yeah, Mom, your face has been dull. And I realized because I ran out of my anti-aging serum that I've been using for, I want to say close to 2 years, if not 18 months. I've been using my anti-aging serum. I've never put it on the market to sell. It's just something that I've been using, a few of my family members have been using, and I realized that that is why my skin is not popping like it usually is. And that's why I stress so much to you guys to be intimate with your skin so you understand what's going on with your skin, because as soon as your skin starts acting funny, you already know what it is that's causing it. And when you're intimate with your skin, you know what your skin likes and it doesn't like. My skin doesn't like the scar butter. As amazing as the scar butter is, well, I should say my skin doesn't like shea, period. So I can't use the scar butter and get the benefits that you guys get out of the scar butter because my skin doesn't like butters. My skin only likes oils. So I re-upped on all my oils for my anti-aging serum. So I'm going to be making that live. And I am also, that's part of it too. I'm also going to offer to 5 people, if they want to test out the anti-aging serum while I'm still getting it together to market it, send me a DM. There will be a cost tied to it because the essential oils and the carrier oils for the anti-aging serum is very expensive. But I'm not going to charge the full price because it's not on the market yet. I just kind of want to get other people's feedback. So let me start with making the scar butter because I am completely out. If somebody places an order today, I have nothing to send to them. And the last batch I made, I want to say 125 samples and maybe about 30 to 40 large. And this time I'm going to make 300 samples and about 100 large. So I'm noticing now that I'm having to make a lot more than I used to make, which is good because you guys love it. So that makes me happy. Where's my recipe? Oh, here it is. Okay, so how are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing well. This is the fun part, trying to get all the shea butter out of this big container. So my batches are usually about 20 ounces of shea. Now I'm gonna double it up and make 40 ounces and see how many jars I can get out of that. So what's in my scar butter? My scar butter ingredients are shea butter, neem, and Haitian moringa oil. I try to keep my recipes very simple. I try to keep it at least 5 or less ingredients because having a whole list of ingredients doesn't make the product any more special. So once you learn how to use the right ingredients in the right combination, you have the perfect product. I tell you, it's so hard to get the shea butter out of here. So what I'm gonna do is measure it out and I'm gonna melt it down. And then once it's melted down, I'll add the other 2 oils and essential oils. But I have to make it at a certain, I have to be very careful on the temperature of the butter for it to have the perfect consistency. Because if I do it too high, then the oils separate, and I'll actually show you what it looks like. It's not a pretty sight. So the kids in the house, those are the butters they get to use, the jacked up ones. And then my customers get all the pretty butters that doesn't separate during the process. I saw a question on here. Garlicky? No, nothing garlic in there. That's probably the essential oils, or that could be the neem oil. The neem oil has a very stinky smell. I don't like the smell of neem at all, but it's very good for your skin. If you use neem oil by yourself, you almost want to throw up because it smells that bad. So it may be the hint of the neem oil or the essential oils. Or maybe even a combination of both. Okay. Okay. So that's going to be the first thing to melt down. And actually, let me show you. When the temperature is not right and it's not done, ooh, can you see it? Because that light is, there's a glare, wait. Maybe, yeah, right there. So when it's not done at the right temperature, this is what happened. The oils separate from the shea butter. So making the scar butter actually takes me all day because I melt it down and then I add the other ingredients in it. And then I let that cool down till about 100 degrees. And then I pour it into the jars. So these are the sample size jars. And these are the full size jars. So the sample size and the full size. And this sample size gives you about a week use. The jar can give you more than a month. So I can't wait to see how many jars I can fill with this batch. Now let me start preparing for while that's melting down, I'm gonna separate the butters for the Haitian hair, the Haitian scalp butter. Can I use a scrub? Oh wait, I'm missing questions, guys. Hold on. Uh-oh. Is there anything? Okay, no, I answered that already. I started using the pine tar and scar butter, and I'm getting a few pimples all over. What should I do? Okay, it could be one or two things. Are you itchy? Is your face itchy? I guess I need to scroll down to see your answer. Let me know if your face is itchy or it's just the pimples. It could be one or two things. Either your face is purging, or your skin doesn't like the pine tar soap. So it could be one of two things. Your face is purging, or your skin doesn't like the pine tar soap. And if it doesn't like the pine tar soap, then what I can do is send you a sample of another soap to use with the scar butter, and then you can see how that works for your skin. But I've had 4 people that their skin did not like the pine tar, so I switched them over to either the spinach soap or the turmeric, and that all depends on what your skin type is. If you have oily skin, you could do the turmeric. If you have dry skin, you would need to do the spinach, because the turmeric is too strong for someone that has dry skin. It's a detoxing soap, so it's not good for dry skin. You can use it on your body, but for your face, if your face is dry, it's not good. So let me scroll down. I can imagine that's what it is. Oh yeah, the essential oils. Can you use a scrub? Yes, you can use a scrub. Is it a commercial scrub or a natural scrub? Because I always recommend, if you're gonna spend that much money on my products to be natural, to go with something natural for your scrubs or mask or whatnot. So if you're wanting to use the scrub because you want to exfoliate your skin, you could use something as simple as pineapples or papaya. That's a very natural exfoliant, and something you could grab in a store and really inexpensive, as long as you're not allergic to pineapple or papaya. So what you do, you cut the pineapple, you wash your face, you cut the pineapple, gently rub it on your skin, and do not leave it for more than 5 minutes. Because you don't want the pineapple to start eating healthy cells. You want it to just eat up the dead cells and give you a nice glow and a nice pop. Pineapples and papaya has an enzyme called bromelain, and that's the enzyme that helps to eat up the dead cells from your skin. So that's a very inexpensive natural chemical pill that you could use on your face once a week, and it will exfoliate your skin. So you don't even need to use a scrub. You can just use pineapple, papaya, and I think pumpkin, if I'm not mistaken, does the same thing. So those 3, you could use combination, you could use it individually. Just don't leave it on your skin for more than 5 minutes. You don't want it to start eating layers that it shouldn't eat. Okay, so it's not itchy, you're just breaking out. So if you can send me a DM, and I'll send you is your face dry or oily? I don't remember if I asked you to answer that question. Let me know if your face is dry or oily. And then, actually, do me a favor. I'm sorry. I'm doing a live stream. I'm trying to make products and answer questions, so I may seem a little all over the place. Send me a DM. Let me know that you're the one that was on the live stream that is having an irritation from the pine tar or the scar butter, and that your skin is either oily or dry. You said oily. Okay, perfect. So send that in the DM, because what happens is when I get off a live stream, even though I save the video, it doesn't save all the comments where I can read it. I would have to actually go back to the replay on Instagram to see your post, and sometimes I don't have time to do that. So in the DM, tell me you have oily skin, let me know you're irritated to the pine tar soap, and I will send you a sample of the turmeric soap for you to use with the scar butter and to see how your skin likes that combination. Okay, so send that to me today after you finish watching the live stream, and at some point this week I'll send you a sample turmeric soap. You can use it with the scar butter in combination and see how your face likes that combination. And definitely let me know, keep me posted, okay? That's the cool thing about my brand. I make sure that the products work for your skin type. Just because something works for hundreds of people, your skin may be that type that doesn't like it. So I don't want you to feel that you don't have another option. You can always reach out to let me know. On my instruction sheet, I do tell you, as soon as you start seeing anything that your skin is doing, reach out to me so I can guide you on what you need to do. So please send me a DM so we can get that corrected for you. Let's see what else we have. Okay, you say yeah. Oh, thank you. How many trial and errors did you go through before finally getting the best formula? Something about me and God and I. Once he puts in a formula in my head, it works. So the scar butter worked right off the bat. Now the only thing I did, my older recipe, because I have customers that have skin problems all over, one customer said, Donata, I would love for this to be a little creamier so I could spread it all over my body. Her body is attacked by her immune system. She's the lady that has the circles all over her body. If you scroll through my IG, you'll see her arms. So just imagine that all over her body. So the only thing she said to me is, Donata, I would love for this to spread a little bit more. And because she said that, I added more oils, and that was the only change. So for the scar butter, right off rip, I had a dream about it. I think a month later, I put the product together, and I didn't put it together because I was thinking I want to sell this to people. I put it together because I was tired of seeing my daughter's face looking irritated. Like she had a whole bunch of hyperpigmentation, and everything she used didn't work. None of my other products worked for that particular issue. So I threw the recipe together and I said, here, use this for your skin. And I completely forgot. Like I literally handed her a bottle and said, use that for her skin. Completely forgot I made that product. And a month later, I kept asking her, yo, Deanna, your skin is beautiful. Like, what are you using? And of course, she's very nonchalant. She's that type of child that she just does her routine. She's not paying attention. So when I kept saying, what are you using on your skin to make your skin so beautiful? She's like, oh, I'm not using anything. So then I think a month later after her using it, she came up to me and she said, Mom, I need more of this. And she handed me the jar, and I'm like, wait, you've been using that on your face and your chest this whole time? Because she had a lot of, some women have a lot of irritation in their chest area where they sweat. They have hyperpigmentation, it's itchy, they have dark marks. So she said, Mom, I need more of this. And I said, have you been using this all this time? And she said, yes. And then I said, wow, this is what's been clearing up your skin. So I made more for her, and then I made a little extra and put on the side. And because I'm not very salesy and sales savvy and everything is sales for me, I didn't think of just start marketing it at the farmer's market. I just had some extras at the farmer's market just sitting there. So then I had the customer that has lichen planus, and she came up to me and she said, I've done everything that I could to clear up my skin, and I can't find anything. She said, is there any way you can help me? She said, I've even been to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist said that there's nothing they can do for me. So I said, well, here's a scar butter that I use for my daughter. You could try it out. And it was very nonchalant, just like that. Here, you could try this out and see if it works. And I think she came back to me a month later, and her really black marks on her body started to diminish. And you can actually see where the scars started to spread and become softer and lighter. So with that testimony from her, I said to myself, oh wow, I need to start making more of this. And I made more, still nothing, thinking nothing of it. People will come and say, hey, I need this, and the dermatologist said this, and I'm like, okay, well, you could buy this butter and see what happens. And every person that did came back and told me they had great feedback from it. So back to your question, because that was long-winded answer. There's nothing that I've made where I had to go through a formulation period. And I know that's a gift, because I know other formulators have to formulate and test and formulate and test and change and throw away, and it doesn't work. I've been blessed, and that's why I know this is a gift that God has given me, and I just run with it. And that's why I called my brand Donata, because Donata means gift of God, and that's why I feel I'm giving to you guys is really a gift from him. So sorry for the long answer, but that was a little story behind my products. Okay, let me see how long, what's the next question? Oh, great, I'm glad to hear that it's helping her. That's awesome. I love hearing that. Whoops. That's great. You're already seeing a difference on your face. I'm happy. Yeah, usually most people will start seeing a difference to their face within a week. Some people, it takes as long as a month. I've had only one person in everybody that's tried my products that came back and told me that it's done absolutely nothing for her skin. And then when I asked her, was my products the only thing she was using, she said no, she was using other stuff. So I don't know if it's my products that didn't help, or the combination of my products and her using something else, and she didn't find results. But I think that's a great testimony where you have one customer that came back and said the product didn't work for them. If there's anybody else, they haven't personally told me, so I can only account for those that has told me. Okay, what's the next? I just got this on Sunday. Oh, yay. What is today? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Oh, wow. 3 days. Yay. Well, I'm excited for you. The one thing I will tell you guys is that I've noticed people will say, once they start using my products, as soon as they stop, their face starts acting up. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but apparently it works, and it helps to keep their pimples at bay. And I noticed that with my son. My son went 2 weeks without his pine tar soap, and he came back home looking really crazy, to the point I got mad at him, and I told him he's representing my brand and he can't walk around with his face looking crazy. So he started using the pine tar soap, and within a few days it started drying up the pimples, and now his skin looks a little better. So I do notice people say when they stop using the products that their skin will act up. So never allow yourself to run out of your products is basically what I'm trying to say, because then your skin will start acting up. So right now, guys, I'm getting the shea butter out for the Haitian scalp butter, and then I will start working on the anti-aging serum, because my skin is crying for that serum. I can't believe I allowed myself to go 2 weeks. Here I thought just using the regular body oil was going to be okay in my face, and clearly it wasn't. So I need to get my anti-aging serum and start using it today. I need a bigger spoon for this stuff. It's gonna take me all day to pull out 40 ounces of shea butter. Okay, I'm almost done getting this out, and then we'll move on to the anti-aging serum. And the anti-aging serum, once I place it on Etsy to sell, it's actually going to be a set of the anti-aging serum and the Jade Roller. And I'm going to show you guys what a Jade Roller is if you're not familiar with it. Let me actually get it now so you can see. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me run and get it. You guys know when I do my live stream, I don't always kind of know where my topic is going to go. So if I end up talking about something, I want to show it to you guys. Actually, let me get it. So this is the Jade Roller, and it comes with 2 ends. This piece is what you use to keep the muscles up on your face, and a Jade Roller has minerals, so as you're using it, it's transferring to your face, and also it stays cold. So at any point when you pick it up, it's cold. And then the smaller piece is for under your eyes. So if you have bags, you have crow's feet, you roll it out, and you do that every night. So this is going to be part of the anti-aging set. And what this does also is it brings the blood to the surface of your skin and helps with your blood circulation. So this is an amazing tool to have. And it's an anti-aging tool. And this is something that they use in China as an anti-aging tool. You can use it on other parts of your body, but it's specifically made for the face. But anywhere that you need to get your circulation going, your legs, a lot of women with saggy breasts is because we don't have the blood circulating through our skin. You can massage that area. So this is an amazing tool. And once, like I said, once I have the anti-aging serum out, which will be in this size, it will be sold as a set. It may be this size or bigger, I'm not sure yet, but these are the jars that I have right now. And this is what you call a Jade Roller. So actually, my shea butter is almost melted down, so maybe I can start my scar butter. And I see somebody has a comment, so let me come over and see what that is. Let me get the thermostat. See where we are with the temperature. Oh, this is perfect. Not hot. One thing when you're melting down shea butter, you don't want to melt it down higher than 165 degrees because you can lose the property that's in the shea. So anytime you're melting down oils and butters, I don't know if you can see this here. Anytime you're melting down oils and butters, you want to make sure, ooh, this is hot, that it's not too hot. So you could still kind of see some shea there, and I'll just stir it so it can melt on its own. And even using essential oils, you don't want to, let's say this was 185 degrees, I would never put essential oils in there. I personally like to put essential oils when the product is less than 165 degrees. So I'm going to stir this, and then I'll start adding the other stuff so that in a few hours I can actually start pouring it in a jar. Let me check. Good question. Skin and how to treat different skin-related issues. Okay, so for me, when I started this brand, I knew nothing about skin. I sat on the computer for, I don't even know how long. I was the YouTube queen. I love to research by nature, so I never stop researching. Any topic that I'm in love with, I research continuously. Like my health, anything that's wrong with my health, I'm researching. So by nature, I like to research. So that's not something that I'm going outside of my comfort zone to do. But when I first started this, or when God impressed on me to start this line, I stayed on YouTube and Google for months, and it was just researching. It's not like I knew I was going to start a line, or I knew that I would have a skincare line. I was just researching. So then I made my first product, which was a lotion bar. And a lotion bar you put on your body, and you use the lotion. Let me show you real quick. You see the shade melted on its own. So I'm going to put this to the side. So I made the lotion bar, and that I watched YouTube videos, I researched, and what really helped me kind of set my brand apart, although I learned a lot through research, Google has a lot of misinformation. And at that time, I was just making products, I want to say blindly. Although I was lucky, the products came out really well and people loved the products, but I was still making products blindly. So it's not until I went to school as an esthetician that I really understood skin, and then my product line started to have a different vibe to it. That's when I started going natural, because when I first started my line, it was very synthetic. I would make soaps with colors, I would make soaps with fragrance, I would make soaps with whatever I wanted to put in the soap. So that was, at that time, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't care for the skin. All I kept thinking was, it's natural. But then once I went to school as an esthetician, then I really understood skin, and that's when my line started taking a different look, and I went completely natural, where I only use essential oils, I only use plant-based products. I like to, one of my models is, if it doesn't grow from the ground, it doesn't go in my products. So my line took a whole new look 3 years later. So it's when I went to school as an esthetician that I really understood skin and how to make products for particular skin types. And still now, I'm looking at going back to school. Although I know how to make my products, I still want to go to school to really understand how to formulate even better than I'm doing now. So that's my education. That's the whole educational piece for me. But if you want to say, up until now, I'm self-taught. Yeah, up until now, I'm self-taught. I'm looking for my recipe for my anti-aging. Here it is. Okay. Okay, there it is. My anti-aging serum. So yes, up until now, I'm self-taught. Did you have to do a lot of, okay, that was the same question that I just answered. So if you're starting a brand, you can start self-taught. 1 second. Let me make sure I do this right. One thing that I always have trouble with when I'm measuring stuff is so easy for me to lose track on counting. So that was 4. I don't want that much. I am so excited about my new oils. You guys just don't understand. I'm actually going to be making, over the next month, I'll be making I'm going to have 3 serums in my line, 3 facial oils in my line, my anti-aging, 1 for dry, mature skin, and 1 for oily skin. So you can look forward to that coming out in the next month. I will need testers for that too, so if you're interested, you can send me a DM too. Now you know it's costly when you got an essential oil this tiny. Okay, more geranium. Okay, perfect. Okay, so working on an anti-aging serum. And I always have to write things down because there's been too many times where something came out really good and I had no clue what I put in the recipe. So basically you're watching me make a new recipe because I have the recipe to my anti-aging, but I'm gonna change things up a little bit. Because I wanna add some more yummy ingredients to it. You can actually see I'm writing the ingredient down. Did I say I want to use this in here? Yes. Oh, you're welcome anytime. That's what I'm here for. You guys think I call you my virtual skin therapist for no reason? I am really here to virtually help you clear up your skin. Okay, so since this is a new recipe or formula that I'm using, this oil stinks, but I like the way it feels. Okay, so there's one more thing I want to add. Okay. So this, I usually try to stick to less than 5 oils, but this one is coming out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 oils. So when I'm making my recipe, especially when I'm working with oils, I'll stir it and then test it on my skin. According to how it feels on my skin, that determines if I like the oil or not. I like the recipe or not. And since this is an anti-aging serum where you could use at night, I'm not worried about the shine to it. Because some oils I make sure that there's no extra shine, that it looks just nice and supple on your skin. I like how this feels. So I'm gonna leave it as is. This really feels nice, oh goodness. Okay, I'm gonna leave it as is and add my essential oils. Now, let me see something. This made 2 ounces. 20 drops. Okay. So I want my anti-aging serum to have just a hint. Look at this essential oil, so tiny. That was my first one that I brought, so tiny. I want my anti-aging serum to have a hint of 2 essential oils that's in the scar butter. Because those essential oils are so yummy for the skin. So you guys see how my skin is now? It looks really dull. Let's see how it looks in a few days. Okay. Okay, so this is it for my anti-aging serum. Here it is. And again, I'm gonna try to fill up 5 jars. Or let me put it this way. Whatever amount I could fill up in jars, as long as one of the jars are mine, I will sell the others as testers. Let me get my funnel, 1 second. And you can be the first to try out the anti-aging serum. I think this should give me at least 4 jars. Let's see. And if you make products at home, I suggest you to get one of those respirator type masks, because I do notice that because I smell so many essential oils, it kind of bothers me after a while. So I was able to fill up 2 jars. So I guess the first 2 people that responds to want to purchase the tester anti-aging serums, I'll send it out to them. Now just know, because they're testers, they're going to be going out just like this. No label, no name. They'll be going out just like this. So if you want to sample the anti-aging serum that I'll launch in a few weeks, again, this is an oil that I've been using for 2 years. I added some more oils to the recipe, and I added 2 more essential oils. So if it's something that you want to test out at a discounted rate, because you'll be testing it out, send me a DM, and I have 2 that I can make available. Okay, guys? So you watch me live making my anti-aging serum. You watch me melt down the beginning of the scar butter. Here's the scar butter. You watch me melt this down. So after the live stream, I'll go ahead and add the other oils to it and try to fill up 300 sample jars and 100 full jars. Hey! And then I'll start with the Haitian scalp butter. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. It was nice to have you on live stream. Those that were here at the beginning, those that catch it on the replay, thank you for watching. Send me a DM if you want to go ahead and sample this anti-aging serum. Hey guys, how are you? So catch the replay because earlier I started making my scar butter, which I'm still making now. And I put shea butter aside for the Haitian castor oil, and I made my anti-aging serum. And I actually made it live. So check the replay because I am selling 2 sample anti-aging serums to whoever send me a DM first so I can get these in their hand. And this is the oil that I've been using on my face for the past 2 years. I added 2 more essential oils and 3 more carrier oils. And I noticed I haven't been using it in the last 3 weeks and my skin has been dull. So I finally got a whole bunch of oils back in stock. So I went ahead and did my anti-aging serum live on Instagram. So definitely watch the replay. If you have any questions or concerns regarding your skin, you're always welcome to drop me a line on my DM. But definitely, if you're just joining, go on and watch the replay. I shared lots of goodies on 3 of my products, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.